time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Angels and their Golden State rivals to the north, the Oakland A's. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Oakland Athletics.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Sean Manaea gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low three-quarter arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball, a true slurve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
Now to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Angels, third baseman, Andrelton.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Young. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Matt Joyce. Now is striding forward now is the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Lowry over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Shohei Ohtani 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Fowler going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 4-2. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Shohei Ohtani has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Digging in once again, Jeffrey Marte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. On the ground to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Now batting.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and their runners at the corners now. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball two. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Chapman's got it. And there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Shohei Ohtani. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down and enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it. Striding in once again, Shohei Ohtani. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 0-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
8-5 today. Cam Bedrosian claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan. Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Zach Cozart, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Luis Valbuena waits on deck. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your...
Digging in for his second at-bat, Shohei Ohtani hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Squared that one up just a little late. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard hit at third. Chapman has it cleanly. Lombardozzi on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Shohei Ohtani. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
Digging in to try it again, Luis Valbuena. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Luis Valbuena.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and stepping in the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. This is flared out towards second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Ready for another shot now, Shohei Ohtani. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Chapman is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Yeah, he was a big...
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out west in the American League, the A's racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 3-2. The Texas Rangers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros 1-0. The New York Yankees got 11 hits overall as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-3. The Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. Carlos Santana had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as the Phillies took care of the Braves 19-2. The Chicago Cubs took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. A.J. Pollock was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, leading the D-backs over the Rockies 8-7. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 3-2. The Padres got the best of the Brewers at home 5-4. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty. The next to hit. No one. Forward for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Shohei Ohtani is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. 2 out, nobody on. Ready now for LA, Shohei Ohtani.
Right fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball that just misses inside. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today. Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
That's popped up. Chapman has room in foul territory, and this will land foul. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle, taken there by Lowry. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's that.
Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Matt Joyce.
Here now the 2-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's given the A's a 3-1 lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning. Here's Jed Lowry now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Ohtani waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the runner is in from second. He pulls into third safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Row, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his 4th run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking.
Standing in, Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat, and he fouls this one off. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chasing after it is Joyce. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 1 for 5. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Ohtani waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Into the box, Shohei Ohtani. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Shohei Ohtani.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Davis is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. 8-4 the final this afternoon. The Oakland A's led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Yusmeiro Petit